On the corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive, welcome to T-Mobile Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Logan Gilbert.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Ready to go? And stepping in for New York, Carson Bench. And that one pulled foul. Gilbert, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. And strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. One down, base is empty. And takes low for ball one.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Here's a 1-1. Softly hit to third. Throws across the diamond. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, you know, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day in and day out.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
On the ground, right side, and it's through for a hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to get him to find a hole.
So, man aboard. Next to hit, Jared Young. And it's fouled away. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and, you know, take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
Pitch. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mets leave one, so now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, and getting the start, David Peterson.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. That hits the dirt, and that is ball one. Ripped on the ground to second, on to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Here comes the 0-1. And the slider catches the zone. Next pitch inside. Going to count 1-2.
It's a good take.
That one the other way. And two quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. There's the strike. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bench ranging back. Makes the catch. And that's the inning. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. Back in Seattle, now it's the rookie first baseman, Mark Vientos. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. Ball one, no strikes. And a pitch. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
Swing and a ball popped up. Number 2 should have this one. 1 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Now it's Marcus Semien. That's in there. Strike 1. Struck him out looking. So digging in, MJ Melendez. In there for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
No score here in the second. And it's 1-1. And now 1-2.
1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits. And a swing and a miss. And that is that. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at the ballpark. Now here is Luke Raley. Peterson back to work. Outside.
1 ball. No strike.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a ball. Popped up first base side. Vientos makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And up next for Seattle, number 2. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Nice grab on the run. And there are 2 outs. Dominic Panzone up next for the Mariners. First pitch just misses.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1. Two down, nobody on. And fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ground ball left side, and it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Here's Victor Robles. Smash to the left side. They get the force, and that ends the inning. One hit, one left. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Here's the catcher, Hayden Sanger. And the right-hander back to work. And strike one to the catcher. The wide to kick the pitch. Swings through that.
0-2.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Here's the center fielder, Carson Bench. There's the strike. Bench, in his rookie season, only 20 years old. And he's usually in right field, but today he's patrolling center. The wind of the pitch.
Some guys love to make that adjustment from a corner spot to center field because in center you get the best view of the ball game. You're looking straight in at the hitter's area. On the corners, you're blocked a little bit.
Next pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 1-2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And next for the Mets, Bo Bichette. And first offering is fouled off. Top of the third, no score. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Juan Soto now. In for a strike. 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Oh, 0-2 now.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
1-2 now.
2-2.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely frozen.
So first and second with 2 outs. Jared Young now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. He swings and fouls one off. Left-hand batter waits. And a strike in there.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
And here it comes. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. The throw in. But it's offline. He will score. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And now it's Mark Vientos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Next offering is downstairs. First and second, 2 down. The 1-1 is fouled off.
He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two on, 2 outs. Got him! Good job at damage control right there. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 1 and the Mariners nothing. Bottom of the inning, and now for Seattle, Johnny Pereda. The big lefty turns, kicks, steals. That misses off the outside edge. Temporada in the 8th spot in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Kicks and deals. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Bench ranges to his right. He's got it. One up, one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now the third baseman, Brendan Donovan. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, no strike.
Next pitch is popped up. Simeon has this one sized up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And now J.P. Crawford. Crawford checks his swing. Appeal to third. Did not go. Next pitch is outside.
2-0 to count.
Kicks and fires.
High.
Pitch misses inside. And now 3 balls and a strike. Julio Rodriguez waits on deck. Foul ball there. The wind of the pitch. In the air, left field. Melendez pulls it down, and that's the 3rd out. Nobody left for Seattle. They trail here 1-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, leading off, Brett Beatty. Gilbert back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Top of the zone for a strike. And the count 1-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. And another ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 3-1.
1 strike.
The pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Crawford throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here is Marcus Semien. There's the strike. The pitch. And that's outside. The 1-2. Right through there. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. MJ Melendez up now for the Mets. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Righty to the plate. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back there. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And stepping in for New York, Hayden Sanger. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That's ripped. Base hit. Here comes Melendez. He will score, and they lead by 2.
Everything came together for him. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Here's the Mets leadoff man, Carson Bench. 1 for 2. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Throw to first, and he dives back in safely. Righty delivers. Slice the other way and foul. Sanger off of first with 2 away. Next offering misses. Now 1-2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put away pitch right here 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And he deals. Got him looking. And that will end the inning. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom 4, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. First offering misses the mark. One of the things that's cool is Rodriguez, even as young as he is, has formed kind of a neat relationship with Ichiro Suzuki. They met back in 2019 when Julio asked to take a photo with Ichiro, and the relationship has grown since then. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swings through that one.
No surprise that as a kid, Julio Rodriguez says he admired Alex Rodriguez, Manny Ramirez, David Ortiz, and Ichiro Suzuki, among others, as far as guys he looked up to in the big leagues. And those are some pretty good players, in my opinion. Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
And the batter now, Randy Arozarena. Late with the swing there.
2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. On the ground to third. Slings to first. That ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. And welcome back. Now the number 2 hitter, Bo Bichette. And a pitch. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
That misses the zone. 1-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Rodriguez settles under it and makes the grab. 1 down. And now it's Juan Soto. That one's in there. 0-1. And the pitch. Now 1-1.
1-1.
Good eye in that spot.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And the righty deals. And that one almost got him. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Left-hand batter waits. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Young in the box now. No balls and a strike. They say you win.
0-2.
The wind and the pitch. In the dirt. Gets it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Last half of the 5th coming up. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, number 2. And that's just foul.
Well, these Mariners, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
2 strikes.
Here comes a pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The pitch. And 1-2. He goes down looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Digging in, Dominic Canzone.
1 ball, no strike.
Next one misses, and that's ball 2. And now the lefty out to short. Throws to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Robles tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's a swing according to umpire Mike Fillmore. And now it's even up.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Mariners go down quietly there, and they're down 2-0. Top of the 6th inning, and now the first baseman, Mark Vientos. The right-hander back to work. Strike 1. Vientos, 23 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. And a pitch. And that one hammered. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. And that one sliced foul. The 0-1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
That's off the mark. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The next pitch misses, and it's a full count.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove, and he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Logan Gilbert departs, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Edward Bizardo comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
One gone, runner at first. And here is Marcus Semien, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. This is for ball one. Semien, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he took at the belt and fires. And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And here it comes. And now 2-2. This one in the air, right field. Robles makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Here's the left fielder, M.J. Melendez.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Ball 1, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Baden leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Number 45 appears to be getting ready for manager Scott's service. Number 64, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The pitch. And a foul ball. Right-handed reliever. And now it's filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
One scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 2 and the Mariners nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Johnny Pareda. Hard hit down the line and left. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Waste no time there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So up next, Brendan Donovan. He popped out his first time. That one drifts inside. Runner at second, nobody out. pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-1.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Hit on the ground to the right side. Simeon toss over to first. And now 2 gone.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Foul ball.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Oh, and 2 now.
1-2.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Kicks and fires.
2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Two outs with a runner at third. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Simeon under it. Makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. One left for Seattle. They trail it here 2-0. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Hayden Sanger. Bizzardo back to work. Ball 1 there. And that one is inside.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
That catches the corner. Next one just misses. And that's ball 3.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
battling here as he fouls it away. And a payoff pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Stepping in, Carson Bench. And that one fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. Going to count 1 and 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So 2 down now, and here is Bo Bichette, 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that misses off the outside edge. They say you win.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is down low. Juan Soto up next for the Mets. Two outs. Way out front for strike 2.
He's done a great job getting the first 2 outs. Want to get this number 2 hitter, get back in the dugout and face 3, 4, 5 next inning.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're up 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. The wind to kick the pitch. Late on that fastball. Action in the Mets bullpen. Luis Garcia preparing to come on if needed. Raley, the lefty, warming up as well. Next pitch just misses, and it's 1 and 2. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Grounder off the pitcher. He's in there. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Luke Raley getting ready to hit.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The tying run at the plate.
1-1.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Runner at first with no outs here. Squirts away a little bit. To second, but way too late. Safe there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
The 2-1. Bounce to the left side. And it's just foul. That was close. No outs. Runner on second. Hard hit, base hit. Arozarena flies around third. He scores, and now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. David Peterson will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New arm out of the bullpen, Ryan Hudson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
No outs, runner at first. Now it's the second baseman, number 2. First offering misses the mark. And a pitch. And a curve is down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next offering clips the zone count even at 2.
With 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner around second. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And here is Dominic Panzone. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike, and it's 0-1. That one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
This one in the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Robles stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
in the infield at the corners. Don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Two balls, no strikes to count.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Line drive, base hit. In from third is the tying run. We are tied at 2.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Johnny Pareda up next for the Mariners. First pitch, and he just misses. Two on, one out. That one in there across the letters.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. The other way. Hauls it in for the out. Brendan Donovan up next for the Mariners. Good contact guy, good defender. The 0-1. Upstairs. That one missed.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And a 2-1 on the way. There's a strike.
Saludos para José Valentín Díaz Aguilar. Mandó un hola aquí, una mano, un saludo. Entonces, bueno, mañana estaremos por aquí con el juego número 3. Ahí, bueno, ahí. Ahora se va arriba aquí Marineros de Seattle en el próximo inning. En el juego de ayer que yo traje por aquí ganó Seattle 3-0. Ahora está volteando el juego aquí en el séptimo inning, parte baja 3-2. Con Hide Donovan, Brendan Donovan. Entonces, bueno, suscríbanse, mi gente, y denle like al vivo para traerle el tercer juego de esta serie el día de mañana. Entonces, estoy siguiendo bastante los mes porque veo que a la gente le gusta bastante los mes de Nueva York. Entonces, estaré por aquí con los mes el día de mañana y posiblemente en la siguiente serie, que no sé contra quién va a ser todavía la siguiente serie después de jugar con Marineros de Seattle. Siempre le traigo cualquier juego, mi gente, a diario. Entonces, para que estén pendientes por ahí. Espero que se sigan sumando y sigan suscribiéndose al canal. También voy a estar trayéndole también en vivo de el mundial, posiblemente con el FC26 para simular. Pero de este lado no vamos a dejarlo. Bueno, ahí otra carrerita para Seattle. Crawford conecta ahí. Y se pone el juego 4-2 ahora. Difícil este encuentro para los Mets, que iban ganando cómodamente. Bueno, se le está cayendo aquí el picheo aquí a los Mets. En esta parte baja del séptimo inning ha fabricado 4 carreras.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Entonces espero disfruten de este en vivo, así que el día de mañana traeré el juego 3 de esta serie por aquí.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Gracias a todos los que han llegado. Son 65 personas que están en este en vivo hasta ahora. Bueno, de 705. Espero que sigan sumándose. De verdad que me ha servido de mucha ayuda. Se los dejo para que disfruten. No se olviden que el día de mañana estaremos con este juego 3 de la serie. Ayer ganó Seattle, hoy está ganando nuevamente Seattle. El picheo de los Mets se ha caído nuevamente. Y bueno, ayer perdió 3-0 y está perdiendo 5-2 ahora. Y de Julio Rodríguez. Hudson, bueno, ha sido aquí. No, está Luke Weaver. Ya salió Hudson.
Yeah, the first offering is not close.
Peters estaba haciendo buen trabajo hasta el séptimo inning, pero se cansó Peters, que fue el abridor de este encuentro. En realidad, nunca supe quién en realidad iba a abrir este juego. Voy a ver ahora, voy a revisar ahora quién abrió este juego en realidad. A ver si lo actualizaron en...
Had a good eye there.
No aparece TBD como abridor de los Mets. No aparece el abridor en realidad.
Kicks and deals.
Ahí yo les traje a Austin Warren enfrentando a Emerson Hunt.
Didn't recognize off speed, thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
Y bueno, el día de mañana abrirá Freddy Peralta enfrentando a George Kirby.
Luke Raley on deck for the M's.
Entonces este juego va a ser temprano, a las 3:40 de la tarde. Pero yo lo voy a estar trayendo después de las 6 que yo llego de mi trabajo.
And they're all loaded up.
Mejor que yo les puedo traer ese encuentro.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
George Kirby está con una efectividad de 3.77, 56 ponches y 5 ganadas y 4 perdidos para George Kirby, que también es un buen abridor. Entonces mañana este será el encuentro del día de mañana.
2 outs, bases are full.
Vamos a ver el día 3 de junio, ahora vamos a ver el día 4.
Strike 2.
El día 4 también estará nuevamente.
Up the middle, what a stop! Gathers and throws, and they get the out. But it's a huge 5-run inning, and it gives them the lead. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the M's 5 and the Mets 2.
Fabricando 5 carreras en este inning.
Gabe Spire into the game.
Viene un nuevo pitcher, salió Bazardo, Edward Bazardo, quien fue campeón del Clásico Mundial con Venezuela, el equipo, nuestra selección de Venezuela. Y aquí está Gaby Spear. Me estará enfrentando aquí a Juan Soto. Bueno, mi gente, lo dejo por aquí para que disfruten y nos vemos el día de mañana. Nos vemos el día de mañana con este mismo juego. Este juego va a ser en vivo, en vida real, a las 3:40 de la tarde. Pero yo lo puedo traer después de las 3, a las 6, a las 7 de la noche, posiblemente. Estoy aquí en casa, regreso del trabajo como a las 6, y ahí es que puedo traerles en vivo.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
No,
1-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Just off the inside corner. And the count is even 2-2.
Bueno, justamente ayer el juego lo ganó Seattle 3-2. Y por aquí el juego que yo le traje ganó Seattle 3-0. Entonces casi
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike three.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Entonces el día de hoy no aparece.
Just misses a ball and no strikes.
De los Mets. Este juego va a comenzar a las 9:20, creo, en vida real ahora. Pero sí abrió el juego Logan Gilbert.
Just missed.
This is a very
Y obviamente, bueno,
After scoring all
salió
those
sin
runs, you
decisión
want
de
your
este
pitcher to
juego.
come out and just
Así que
mow
estoy
them
trayendo
down. The
porque
offense has worked
iba
hard.
ganando
It's shut down
los
anytime.
Mets 2-0 hasta el séptimo inning, que voltea el juego Seattle.
Next pitch way upstairs.
Entonces el relevo de los Mets está bueno en lo que es el juego aquí.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
El relevo de los Mets. Y bueno, para recordarles que ayer casi acierto en este juego, porque el que yo les traje pueden revisar.
On the ground, right
que quedó el
side.
juego 3-2.
Takes it to the bag.
En vida real quedó 3-0
8.
quedó en el juego que yo le traje, y en vida real le estoy viendo que quedó 3-2. Y los Marineros de Seattle tienen 32 ganados y 29 perdidos, tienen récord positivo, mientras que los Nueva York Mets tienen 26 ganados y 34 perdidos, récord negativo.
Here comes a pitch. And foul ball. Hit in the air, right field. Robles under it. And puts the squeeze on that. And that is that. Mets go down quickly. And the deficit remains 5-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brooks Raley.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the second baseman, number 2. The pitch. And downstairs.
1-0.
Here's a 1-2. And misses inside.
2-2.
Bounce back to the mound. Fires over to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. In there for strike 1. Raley. He's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. That's in there. That's strike two.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Bounce to the right. Simeon. 2 up, 2 down. Tell fans a little bit about the difference between a cutter and a slider.
Well, a cutter looks more like a fastball, but it has that late movement like a slider that's hard to pick up. Now with the slider, it's a little slower, the spin is different, and sometimes you can recognize that, and it tends to break a lot more horizontally and vertically than
Bueno,
the
aquí le
cutter.
respondo a Elías Jiménez, que dejó un comentario por aquí en el chat. Siempre he dicho que el picheo de relevo es inconsistente. El picheo de relevo de los Mets de Nueva York.
Up and
Justamente,
in.
tienen buenos
And that
abridores,
is ball one.
pero el picheo relevo no hace el trabajo. No está ayudando al equipo. Es lo que se está viendo hasta ahora. Todavía pueden meterse en lo que es la postemporada.
And that's a strike.
Porque no están lejos pues, de mejorar. Tienen récord de 26 y 32, como que fue que vi hace ratito.
Pitch misses there, and the count's full.
Pero deben hacer el ajuste, deben tratar de probar jugadores de la AA, AAA, a ver si se crecen
Bounce
y
to
hacen
the
el
right
trabajo mejor que
side.
los que están ahorita actualmente.
And the inning is over.
Les falla mucho el relevo.
No runs, no hits, no errors.
Por lo menos como
Ninth inning
pudieron ver
coming
aquí en
up.
este juego iban
It's the
ganando
M's
hasta el
5
séptimo
and the
inning que salió el
Mets 2.
abridor. Peterson.
So out of the bullpen for the
Y dos
Mariners,
relevistas no
Andres
pudieron hacer
Munoz.
trabajo, sacar-
And I can't
sacar
imagine any
los
save
outs.
is an easy one. You're holding a small
bueno,
lead on the
Seattle
scoreboard,
fabricó
and you know
5
those hitters are going to give you the
Aquí la
best
pasaba,
at-bats they
ayer perdieron
can.
el
So
juego 3-2.
it's always high stress.
No vi el
Let's see
juego
what
de
he's got
ayer.
here to try and close it out.
Bain in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Munoz in his 4th year,
Warren.
24 years
Warren.
old, and he's a native of Mexico. Next offering is in for a strike.
Y Emerson por los Marineros de Seattle. Emerson es un buen pitcher, Emerson. Buen abridor.
And a 1-1. Awkward swing there for the big left-hand hitter.
Off balance as well.
El juego del día de mañana. Donde
And
abrirá
down on
Kirby por
strikes
los
he
Marineros
goes.
de Seattle.
One gone here. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort
haciendo el
from their
trabajo aquí en
starter.
el noveno
Yeah,
inning.
we've seen
Y
some
este juego
pretty
lo va a
excellent
perder los
pitching
Mets.
out of this staff
Ya
so
sacaron al
far. I mean,
primer out del
they've
inning.
come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Simeon stands in now and watches strike one.
Este juego lo van a perder los Mets de Nueva York, mi gente.
And now the 0-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of
Bueno,
play.
después de esta serie, ellos van a estar
And the
jugando,
pitch.
creo que es el 5 de junio, día
Swing and a
viernes.
miss, and he
Van a
struck
estar
him
enfrentando
out.
a
Simeon down on
Christian
strikes.
Escobar, está
Well,
enfrentando
it's
a
kind of
Michael
tough right
King.
here. Closer comes in and he
Bueno,
strikes
cae el
out the first
segundo
two
out aquí del
hitters. It's
inning.
hard not to feel defeated.
Entonces
and
le voy a traer
this is
también
gonna go
esta serie
quickly,
de
but you gotta
los
go
Mets de
up
Nueva
there,
York
maybe try to find
enfrentando a
way
los
to
Padres de
choke up
San
on the
Diego.
bat, spread out, put the ball in
Vamos a ver
play,
qué es lo
and
que pasa.
maybe you can extend
El
this
juego de
inning.
hoy va a comenzar en pocos minutos. Entonces, bueno, aquí está.
So it's their last chance in this one.
El día de mañana,
And Jay
bueno,
Melendez
mañana va a ser un juegazo
come
entre
down for the
Freddy
Mets.
Peralta y George Kirby.
That one down the
El
line.
equipo de los Mets batea bastante,
Steps
solo
on the
que
bag
no lo ayuda el
himself.
picheo.
Ball
Bueno,
game.
aquí ganaron los Marineros
Well,
de
this was
Seattle,
a
mi
tightly
gente.
played game. Got a little of everything.
Gracias por
Some
haberme
timely
acompañado a
hitting,
esta
runs on the
instancia del
board, key
video,
pitching and
del en
defense in
vivo,
certain spots.
y
Definitely
seguiremos por
a
aquí
fun one to
trayéndole a
watch.
los Mets.
And your final score,
Vamos el día de
5-2.
mañana a cerrar esta serie. Han ganado los dos juegos de esta serie que le he traído por aquí los Marineros de Seattle. Ayer ganaron 3-0. En vida real quedó 3-2 el juego. Esperemos a ver ahora qué pasa en este juego. A las 9:20 de la noche estará comenzando totalmente en vivo este juego en vida real. Aquí ganaron los Marineros de Seattle nuevamente 5-2. Entonces nos vemos el día de mañana. Hoy abrió ya le voy a decir quién abrió aquí, se lo traje hoy, Logan Gilbert. Y bueno, estuvo abriendo hoy Huáscar Brazo, es el que va a abrir hoy. Brazoman. No sabía quién iba a abrir, yo puse a abrir a Peterson porque no me podía trazar en lo que iba a ser el juego. Entonces, gracias por haberme acompañado. Hasta el Brazoman. Un poco inconsistente este Brazoman. Más tiene efectividad de 1.86 con 3 ganadas y 1 derrota. Entonces está bien Brazoman, que lo utilizaban como relevista y ahora está siendo abridor. El equipo está siendo un poco inconsistente con el relevo. Entonces, como le dije, el día de mañana esperamos un buen juego mañana entre Freddy Peralta y Joel Kilby. Este juego será a las 3:40 de la tarde. Aquí fue Andrés Muñoz, el jugador del partido, el cerrador. Y bueno, la victoria se la lleva aquí Eduardo Basal. Nos vemos el día de mañana. Brian Uso perdió el juego. Y hasta la próxima, mi gente. Espero me sigan apoyando y sigan suscribiéndose al canal. Y vamos para adelante.